Are there many advertisements in your country? Are there many advertisements in your country?
Bắt đầu.
Why do you think there are many advertisements now?
Thôi hỏi lại phần family để cho nó có đà.
How often do you meet with your family?
I only meet my family because we are live in the same house, so every day we are meet can meet together.
How do you spend the time with your family?
So I usually spend my time with my family when we are eating dinner, or sometimes we're watching films together. But now my family quite busy, so we don't have too much time to spending our time to each other.
Do you want to live with your family in the future?
Yes, I really want to live with my family in the future because we are live together for a long time, so we are so matching.
What activities do your family like doing together?
So I think my family prefer to watching TV together because when we're watching the films together, we can talk and eat together. It can make my family, feel comfortable.
Are you close to of your family members?
Yes, we are really close because we are live for a long time, so we know their personality, so that's so easy to talk together.
How has your family influenced you?
Um, so my family is not influencing me. They just said, if you like that one, you just do that. That's all.
Advertisements. Advertisements.
Con nghe bác nói với rồi.
Con có biết từ advertisement không?
Dạ không.
Quảng cáo, mục quảng cáo. Mục quảng cáo nhá. Advertisement này, con nghe này. Nghe cả câu này.
Are there many advertisements in your country?
Vâng.
Có trả lời được không?
Dạ.
Are there many advertisements in your country?
So there is a lot of advertisement in my country because in my country has a lot of brand and shop. So if they want to a lot of people know about um, their brand or shop, they must to use advertisement to show a lot of people that.
I hope remember over
Advertisements.
advertisement.
Advertisements. Why do you think there are many advertisements now?
So I think now a lot of things is really modern and like a lot of brand um some glow shop and they want to be famous, so they use the advertisement to share a lot of people their brand.
What are the various places where we see advertisements?
Yeah.
What are the various places where we see advertisements?
So in some big city, look we can usually see a advertisement in some big building, like they put it in the screen to show a lot of people when they are walking on the street.
How do you feel about advertisements?
So sometimes I feel advertisement is really good because I can know a lot of things. Like if I want to go to eat something like seafood and I don't know what is a good restaurant, I can look at the advertisement to find out the the best restaurant.
What kind of advertisement do you like the most?
I think I like
Advertisement.
yeah.
Advertisement.
Bác sợ con
Advertisement.
quên từ.
Dạ, con đang nghĩ coi.
Ok,
À,
con nghĩ đi.
okay.
What kind of advertisement do you like the most?
So there's a lot of kinds of advertisement that I really like, but I think I prefer to watch glow advertisement because I can know a lot of brands that have a glow is really good and I can buy them. Some shop is really cheap and near for me.
Do advertisements influence your choice about what to buy?
À, gì vậy?
Fluence. Fluence. Do advertisements influence your choice about what to buy?
Um, sometime I don't know where I don't know to choose some shop that have the things that I want to buy. I can look at some advertisement to find out the shop. So I think it's really useful to look at the advertisement because I can find out something that I really need.
Do you prefer advertisements on TV or those in magazines?
Um, I prefer to watch advertisement on the television because sometimes I watch a video is really long and I sometimes I can see some advertisement is can help me to relax when I watch for a long time.
Do you like bags?
Yes, I really like bag and I have a lot of bag because I should to go I should go to a lot of class to improve my learning skills. So I have a lot of bag like math bag or literatures.
What types of bags do you like?
I like the when I study in my school, I prefer the bag that's really big and because I must to put a lot of things when I go to school like glove, book or pen. So I must to buy a bag that's really big. But when I study in if I when I study out, I usually buy some bag that is small and convenient because I just put one book and one notebook.
Do you usually carry a bag when you go out?
Yes, almost time that I go out, I usually go to study or go to school. I usually carry my bag when I go out.
Do you have different bags for different occasions or different purposes?
Yes, I have a lot of bags because I'm really lazy to change the bag to go to another class. So my mother buy for me a lot of bag to for each class.
What do you put in these bags?
So in my school's bag, I always put my blanket, my glove, some books, notebook, and some pen on it in it. But in my small bag, I usually put some glasses notebook, books, and some pen to write down.
What sorts of bags do women like to buy?
Mm, I think a lot of people that like to buy some bag that is convenient and easy cheap, but we can use it for a long time, and it is really convenient because we can bring it to anywhere that we like some handbag or some bag that big. We can hiking the mountain.
What do you bring when you go out?
So when I go out, I um almost time as I go out, I usually go to my school or go to study. So I usually bring my bag to when I go out.
Did you ever forget to bring things?
So I don't hate that too much because it's really convenient. If I bring it by my hand, I think is inconvenient. So I must to use the bag to put a lot of my things in it and bring it to my school.
Will you bring different things in the daytime or at night?
Um, I think no because I usually go to study, so I think they're the same. But in mm, in day, I always bring some glove, but in night I'm not bring glove to my glass.
Do you like to wear hats?
Yes, I really love to wear hot because in my country the weather is really hot and sunny, so we must to wear a hat, should wear a hat when we go out, and it can save our skin and our health.
What kinds of hats do you have?
So I have a lot of kind of hat, but I think I prefer the cap or the big one.
Where do you like to buy hats?
So when I was a kid, I really want to go out, go to hat shop with my mother to buy some hat for me. Be- because I can go to the shop and walk for a long way and choose some hat that I really like. But now I'm really busy and sometimes I really lazy too. So now I just at home and order on the internet because it's really convenient and it's cheaper than when we buy out in a shop.
Is wearing hats popular in your country?
Yes, the hat is really popular in my country. So almost people when they go out they usually wear a hat because the weather in my country is really hot and sunny a lot. So they should wear the hat to save their skin and their health.
What kind of things do you like to draw?
So I think I am not good at draw, so I'm not really like to draw, but sometime when I draw, I usually paint something like animal or some plants.
It is easy to learn to draw.
So I think it is really hard to study how to painting or drawing because when the people that is can draw very good, I think these are opti. And if we want to study how to draw, we must to pay for a lot of things. So if we don't have a lot of money, I think we cannot s- learn how to draw or painting.
Do you like painting, or drawing? Why?
So I think I prefer painting because when we're drawing, we must to use our brain to think something that we want to draw. Then we must to spend for a long time to draw it on the paper. But I think we just need a short time to painting the picture.
Do you think children should learn drawing?
So I think this is not really necessary because um it's not really necessary in their major. So I think it's not really important to learn how to draw, but if they have a lot of time and they want to study how to draw, I think they can go to some draw class to improve their skills.
Why do people display artwork at their home? Why do people display artwork at their home? Are you interested in robots?
Yeah, I'm really interested in robots because now the robot is really developed. They can do a lot of things like cooking or sometimes is playing sport. So that the price is really high. So now I think it's not really popular in some country.
Bác quay lại để giải thích cái câu mà vừa nãy con không nghe thấy đó.
Vâng,
Trả lời đây không không quan trọng mình phải nghe được câu hỏi đã nhá. Why
vâng.
do people, cái đấy là rõ rồi đúng không? Display con biết
Display.
không?
Display.
Display
Display là cái gì vậy?
là nó hiện ra đấy, nó trưng bày ra đấy, nó hiện ra đấy, hiện lên đấy.
Vâng.
Display hiện lên đấy.
Art. Art.
Art là vẽ.
Vẽ hoặc là mỹ thuật hoặc là nghệ thuật hoặc là một cái gì đấy nó mang tính khéo léo, hiểu chưa?
Vâng.
Mình
Vâng.
nôm na nó là một cái nghệ thuật đấy, hiểu chưa? Work
Là công việc.
công việc về cái nghệ thuật đấy, đúng không? Công việc về nghệ thuật. At their home, trong nhà của họ, đúng không?
Vâng.
Why do people display art?
Why do people display artwork at their home?
Đã hiểu câu hỏi chưa?
Con hiểu nghĩa nhưng con không biết trả lời sao.
Ok, cứ quan trọng nghe được cái đã. Thế nhá. Thôi bây giờ mình lại tiếp. Khác.
Would you like robot to work for your home?
Yes, I really want to use the robot to work in my home because we just we just um sit, we just do anything we like, and the robot can do anything for us. Like they can cooking, they can do laundry, they can do a lot of things, or sometimes they can bring some snack or drink for me when we are watching something or doing something.
Do you want to take a car in which a robot is the driver?
Um, I think it's really interesting, but now, I think it's not really safety because I think now the robot is not really is now the robot is really intelligent, but I think it's not really good to use the robot to ride a car, so I don't like that too much.
When do you have free time?
So I usually have free time at the evening around 9 to 10 p.m. So because at that time I don't have any lessons and I just to do something like skincare or um, clean up my body, then I can go to bed.
What is your favorite way to relax?
So my favorite way to relax is listening to music or sometimes just just sit on the chair and watching my favorite films because it can make me relax and is really useful. Some films that can help me to improve my life skills or some biology skills.
Do you spend your free time with friends or family?
So both I usually spending my free time with my friend because almost when I have free time at that time my family usually sleep but my friend is not. We can move we can play some video game together or chatting online. But in the weekend, I usually spending my free time with my family, like go to the swimming pool with my father or my sister, or sometimes cooking with my mother. I think is really good.
Do you have any hobbies?
Yes, I have a lot of hobbies, like swimming, um, playing the piano, or playing table tennis. But I think I prefer playing. Sorry, I prefer swimming because I think I swim is really good. So I think I really love to swim in my free time or for free time.
Do you like art?
Yes, I really like art. So when I was a kid, my mother usually bring usually bring me to some museum to watch some artwork.
Do you think art is important in life?
I think yes, because in the past they usually paint some picture to show the past, and some picture have is really meaningful. Um, um, and now is has.
Do people in Vietnam like visiting museum and art galleries?
I think they will. I think they quite like to go to the museum or some exhibit because when we go to it, we can look at a lot of artwork. It's really beautiful and meaningful, and sometimes it can help the children learn more about the past by the picture.
What experience of art did you have when you were younger?
Um, dạ, gì bác con ý không nghe
What
rõ rồi.
experience of art did you have when you were younger?
So when I was young, I usually watch some video that they are teach me how to draw some character that I like Tom or Jerry, and I look at that video, then I draw like them. That is really ugly, but at that time I see that my picture is really beautiful, and I show it for everyone that I know. So now I really shy about that.
Do you think going to museum and art galleries is beneficial for children?
Yes, I think it's really good for children to go to some museum or some art gallery in their free time because they can see a lot of beautiful pictures. It's really good for children to protect their skills And sometimes they can also learn about the past by the picture.
Do school in Vietnam have field trips to museums?
Yeah.
Do school in Vietnam have field trips to museums?
Trip là cái gì vậy bạn?
Field,
Con
field.
trip là cái gì vậy bạn? Hộp. Con không nghe bác rồi, con không có nghe bác nói.
Do you school in Việt Nam thì câu đấy, đoạn ấy bạn hiểu rồi đúng không?
Nha.
Have field. Field ở đây là
Có ít.
đồng ruộng này, cánh đồng này, bãi chiến trường này,
À.
nơi hành quân này, trận đánh này, rất nhiều nghĩa. Giữ vững này, sân bóng này, đấu thủ này, vận động viên này, rất nhiều. Đấy.
Trips,
Trip là
trips.
chuyến đi, bước đi. Museum là
Museums,
nhà bảo tàng.
museums.
Là kiểu bảo tàng
Field.
về cái chiến tranh.
Field. Trips, trips.
Tức là ở trong cái ngôi trường của Việt Nam này này, nó có cái bảo tàng.
Field, field.
Có những cái bảo tàng mà về các cái lĩnh vực đấy.
Trips, trips.
Về cái quá trình nhé, quá trình nhé. Nhưng mà ở trường Việt Nam là gần như không có, đúng không? Không có cái bảo tàng nào ở đấy, đúng không? Nó giống như, nếu mà mình hiểu một cách nôm na ấy, nó giống như là kiểu như là có một cái phòng lưu niệm, mà cái phòng ấy nó ghi lại các cái thành tích, cái lịch sử của cái trường ấy, nó có cái thành tích gì người ta cho vào đấy đấy, rồi thì nó là muôn thể loại, nào là học sinh giỏi cho vào đấy này, nào là thể dục, thành tích về thể dục thể thao này, thành tích về học tập này, tức là nó về những cái bảo tàng mà. Nhưng mà bảo tàng ở đây nó chỉ mang cái lĩnh vực ở trong cái trường học ấy thôi, còn hiểu không?
Vâng.
Đấy. Nhưng mà thôi, câu này cứ để lại đã, nghe để mình hiểu được thôi, hiểu chưa?
Vâng.
Do school in Vietnam have field trips to museums?
Đấy.
So now, yeah.
Con trả lời luôn à?
Chắc trả lời
Do school in
con
Vietnam have field trips to museums?
So in Vietnam there is a few. So I think now a lot of school in Vietnam is not have that museum because it's not really necessary. They just use their hall. They use a part of the world to put something like some students that is really good and famous in their school and some good teacher. So they not use that museum to show a lot of people about their school.
Do you like toys?
Yes, I really love toys. And when I was a kid, my mother buy for me a lot of toys like Barbie, dolls, or some time is some car.
What sorts of people like toys?
I think some people that say toy is some children or some student. Someone is really young, like from 5 to 7 years old. They really like toys. They can play with the toy all day.
What sorts of toys did you like when you were a child?
I think when I was a child, I really like to play some toys that is really beautiful and colorful, like a doll or some sticker.
Did your parents give it to you?
Yes, they give me a lot of toys. They like in some weekends I have a high school in the school. My parents usually buy for me some toys, some really beautiful toys like doll, or sometimes they buy for me They buy for me some teddy bear that is really beautiful, and now I always sleep with my teddy bear.
What kinds of toys do children play today?
So now there is a lot of toys uh, on the internet, and it's really good and useful for, and it can teach the student and protect their skills. But now they usually use the phone a lot. So now I think the children now is don't like to play their toys. If they don't have phone, I think can they can like to play with their toys, but now they really interested in playing with their phones, so I think they don't really like to play with their toys a lot.
Mình quay lại cái câu Do School Việt Nam đấy nhé.
Do school in Vietnam have field trips to museums?
Wow.
Do School in Việt Nam này. Trip là chuyến đi này, đúng không?
Wow.
To museum này. Cái câu này nếu mà mình giải thích một cách nôm na đấy thì giống như là đi tham quan đấy, hiểu chưa? Những cái chuyến tham quan đấy, những cái chuyến tham quan những cái bảo tàng. Tức nhà trường có tổ chức những cái chuyến đi tham quan những cái bảo tàng không? Thế nhưng mà cái chuyến tham quan mình hiểu, mình dịch nó là chuyến tham quan để hiểu nôm na thế thôi. Thế nhưng mà ở đây là những cái chuyến tham quan mà nó mang tính nó rộng hơn một chút, hiểu nhá. Đấy, ví dụ như là bảo tàng thì thường người ta hay bố trí ở những cái nơi có những cái bảo tàng mà bố trí ở những cái nơi nó như kiểu là cánh đồng này, khu rừng này, những cái nơi mà nó mang cái tính kiểu như là di tích ấy con, di tích. Đấy, rồi thì nghĩa nó hơi rộng một chút, nhưng mà mình cứ nôm na là mình hiểu là nhà trường thì có tổ chức đi tham quan những cái chuyến đi tham quan bảo tàng hay không, thì trong đó nó có bảo tàng của nhà trường này, bảo tàng cái khác này, hay là cái gì nhỉ, cái gì mà người ta gọi bác không nhớ rõ, nhưng mà cái gì nông trại vui vẻ ấy nhỉ, có đấy.
Con cũng không biết cái đó luôn.
Trong trường học nó hay có tổ chức các em lớp bé thôi nhỉ.
Chắc vậy. Chắc là đi tham quan mấy khu vườn.
Đấy, mình hiểu nôm na thế nhá, còn mình trả lời theo ý của mình thôi, không sao đâu mà.
Do you like swimming?
Yes, I really like swimming. And when I was a kid, I go I went to a class to learn how to swim, and then my teachers can see that I swim really good. So he told me that, do you want to join in a competition? That so I say yes, and then I have a lot of chance to improve my swim skills, and now I can swim really good, really good.
Is it difficult to learn how to swim?
No, I think it's really easy to learn how to swim if your teachers is good and have enough skills. They can teach me teach us how to swim easier. So it's really easy to learn how to swim. When I was a kid, I just take 3 days to learn how to swim.
Bác nhớ ra rồi, bởi không biết dùng từ dã ngoại đi cho nó dễ. Dã ngoại.
Là trường bạn có cho đi dã ngoại không?
Đi dã ngoại nhưng mà tham quan về những cái nơi mà mình tìm hiểu về những cái lịch sử phát triển về cái gì đấy mà mình gọi là bảo tàng đấy, hiểu chưa? Museum đấy. Nhưng mà mình đúng rồi. Đấy, tức là mình dùng cái từ dã ngoại đi cho nó dễ. Những chuyến đi dã ngoại để tham quan những cái bảo tàng đấy, về cái sự phát triển lịch sử về cái gì đó, đúng không?
Vâng.
Đấy, nghĩ mãi nó mới ra từ tiếng Việt đấy, chứ cũng không phải vì lâu rồi mình cũng không đi học nhà trường nên mình quên mất từ.
Where do Vietnamese people go swimming?
So the people in Vietnam usually go to the swimming pool to swimming, or sometimes when they are rich, they can build their own pool in their house and they can swim in their own pool.
What are the differences between swimming in the pool and swimming in the sea?
So I think the pool is small and is more safety than we swim in the seas because the seas is really big and in the seas is there is a lot of seas animal. So some type of seas animal is really dangerous. It can make some people die. So I think swim in the pools is more safety than swim in the seas. But if you want um to swim in some big place or go to ex to know more about the seas, we can swim in the seas, but we must to have somebody to watch ourselves.
Do you like history?
Yes, I really like history because I can learn a lot of things like I can learn a lot of things and I can know how the people in the past doing something like create the televisions or making ice cream or something about the world. But now a lot of teacher in Vietnam just tell a little bit and it's really boring. So now most of the student is don't like history too much.
What historical event do you find the most interesting?
Historical.
What historical event do you find the most interesting?
So
Historical.
I
Historical.
con biết là lịch sử nhưng con không biết nói tại cái lịch sử này nó khó.
What historical event do you find the most
Vẫn hiểu câu
interesting?
hỏi đúng không?
Dạ hiểu, con hiểu.
Rồi, ok, next.
Do you think history is important?
Từ từ lắm ba.
Do you
Yes,
think history is important?
yes, I think history is really important because when we study history, we can learn how people create some technologies and learn how our country gì đây?
Do you like to watch programs on TV about history?
Yes, I really love to watching some TV programs about history because we can watch the TV the program to um feel relaxed and entertaining. And when we watch some TV program about history, we can also learn about history about that films.
Do you think you can really learn history from films or TV programs?
I think both because um they must to find some real information about history to show it on the screen to a lot of people to see that. So I think learn history on the films or on the TV program is the same.
Do you think the internet is good place to learn about history?
Yes, I think it's really good to learn how to learn about history on the internet because when we study something in the school, some people don't know about this one or that one, but on the internet there is a lot of source of some information about history are really correctly, so we can use the internet to find out some information about history easier than when we ask others.
Can you name a person from history who you would like to learn more about?
So in my country, there's a lot of people that is really good, smart, and famous in my country. But I think Ho Chi Minh is the one who is really, really famous in my country. And all the people in my country or some in some another country is know about him because he is really good, he's really funny, patient, he can talk a lot of languages.
Does your name have any meaning?
So my name, I don't know my name has any meaning because my mother is haven't say that for me. Anything is not really special, so I think it's not have any special meaning of my name.
What name do people at home call you?
So I don't have name in my home. They just call my real name is Linh. So I don't have the name in my phone. So in my home. So they just call me Linh.
How are babies given their names in Vietnam?
I don't know about that too much because some people want to give their child that name, but someone is not. So this is show there, and also the name is also show their personality. So is it quite hard to say about the topic?
Is there any special ceremony when babies are given their name? Is there any special ceremony when babies are given their name?
Con không biết phát cây.
Ceremony. Ceremony.
Dạ, con không nghe tiếng bác ơi.
Trong đây thì nó có cái khả năng có từ này là từ mới đối với con này.
Ceremony.
Dạ.
Ceremony.
Nghi lễ, nghi thức. Nghi lễ, nghi thức. Sự khách sáo.
Ok.
Như vậy là is there any special
Ceremony.
ceremony
Ceremony.
when babies are given their name?
Là kiểu họ có cái nghi lễ nào đặc biệt khi mà đặt tên.
Có một cái nghi lễ nào đặc biệt khi mà ở Việt Nam thì không có, nhưng nước ngoài nó hay có cái đấy.
Nhưng con cũng không biết.
Mình đang học nước ngoài mà, cho nên là người ta hỏi câu đấy nó thôi mình cứ hỏi hiểu câu hỏi đã, hiểu chưa?
Dạ.
Cho nên là người ta hỏi theo văn hóa của người ta, nên là ở Trung Quốc là họ cũng có cái lễ đặt tên đấy, nhưng Việt Nam là không có. Việt Nam chỉ có đầy tháng với gì thôi.
Why are some Vietnamese names very similar to each other?
Okay.
Why are some Vietnamese names very similar to each other?
So In Vietnam, they in the past they don't worry about the name, so they just use some basic name to give for their child.
Do people in your country ever change their names?
So sometime in the past, their name is not really good and is affect their job, so they can uh re.
What is the most common surname in Vietnam?
I think the common name for the girl in Vietnam is Linh or Thư, and for the boy, I think is a Bảo or Khang. There is really common.
Are you ever bothered by noise?
Yes, sometimes doing something is really important, like when I have an interview, or sometimes I study some important subject that my neighbor is talk really loud. I think is not good. They are really annoying.
Where can you hear loud noise?
I usually hear loud noise when I go to some restaurant that they are sing a lot, and go to some concert. They are very loud. They are very noisy.
Do you think that cities become noisy in the future?
So I don't think so, because when we listen to the loud noise for a long time, it can be harmful for our health. So now they are not usually make loud noise, and they are think about a lot of thing to reduce the loud noise in daily life.
What sounds do you like?
I really like the sound that from the rain falling onto the ground, because it can make me relax and feel comfortable. And sometimes it can remind me to my childhood.
What sounds remind you of your childhood?
When I listen to the sound rain falling into the ground, it usually remind me to my childhood, because when I'm listening to it, it can make me relax, and then I remember my grandmother.
What is the weather like in your hometown?
So in my hometown, the weather is quite hot and sunny, but in some seasons it is quite cold and windy.
What do you do when the weather is bad?
So when the weather is bad, my mother always tell me that you mustn't go out. So when the weather is bad, I usually stay in my room to doing something like playing multi play a game, chatting online, or listening to music. Or sometimes I go to the living room to watching TV with my sisters. Or sometimes I really want to do something new. I will find some easy recipe to cook when I have free time.
Would you prefer extremely hot or extremely cold weather?
I think I prefer extremely cold weather, because the weather is cold, I can wear a lot of coat, a lot of jacket. It can make me warm up. But the weather is really hot. We must to go to the swimming pool, or we should turn on the air condition to make the weather is cool.
Have you got any plans or goals in life?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you got any plans or goals in life?
So,
Goals. Goals.
Có hiểu câu hỏi này không?
dạ con không hiểu chữ goal.
Goal là mục tiêu này, bàn thắng đấy, ví dụ như mỗi một lần đá quả bóng vào trong khung thành chúng ta goal. Đấy.
Cái từ đó.
Nó là một cái mục tiêu, một cái mục đích, một cái bàn thắng, một cái ấy, hiểu chưa? Này thấy chưa? Không trả lời được thì thôi, nhưng mà hiểu được câu hỏi đã thì.
Have you
Yeah.
got any plans or goals in life?
So now I don't have any plans in the future. Now I just study as well as I can to protect my study skills. That's all.
How do you intend to achieve that?
Ba con không biết.
Achieve. Achieve.
Là hoàn thành này.
Intend.
Intend là
Intend.
ý muốn này. Bạn có ý muốn hoàn thành nó không?
Achieve.
Cái này
How
nó
do
liên
you
quan đến
intend
câu
to
ở trên.
achieve that?
Mỗi một lần bạn ghi có một cái thành tích gì đấy, bạn chiến thắng một cái gì đó thì bạn
Intend.
có muốn
Intend. Achieve.
đạt được cái việc đấy không?
Achieve.
Nó liên quan đến câu trên, hiểu chưa?
Yeah.
Thôi, next nhá.
Yeah.
When you go abroad, do you plan to live in the countryside or a big city? Abroad. Abroad.
Bọn giống như kiểu bạn đi nước ngoài á, ra nước ngoài, đi nước ngoài. Mỗi một lần mà bạn đi ra nước ngoài này thì bạn có do you plan to live này?
Live.
Do you plan
When
to
you
live?
go abroad, do you plan to live in the countryside or a big city?
Okay.
Có hiểu không? Countryside là ra ngoài này,
Countryside.
đến vùng quê này, hoặc
Countryside.
là đến thành phố lớn này,
Vâng.
đến vườn quê hoặc các thành phố lớn này. Mỗi khi mà bạn ra nước ngoài này thì bạn có kế hoạch sống ở miền quê hay là cái thành phố lớn gì không đấy, đúng không? Hiểu được câu hỏi là được. Dịch thì nó hơi lủng củng tí. Next nhá.
Can you cook?
Yes, I can cook anything. I can cook really well. When I have free time, I usually cook meal for my family, and they always say they can cook really good.
How do people usually learn to cook in your country?
So I think they usually should something that they want to eat, and then they can find out some video that can teach them how to cook. But sometimes they can go to some bookstore to buy some book that it can help them to study how to cook.
What are the advantages of being able to cook?
So when we're living alone, we cannot have enough money to eat out every day, and sometimes eat out is not really good for our health. So I think it's really necessary to learn how to cook when we were young.
How often do you like to hang out with friends?
So I'm not usually hang out with my friend because all the time I usually in my school, and I see them a lot in my school. So I'm not usually hang out with my friend. I just hang out with my family members.
Who do you usually like to hang out with?
So I usually prefer hang out with my family member because when we go out, we can go to some convenience store or some shop. That's really interesting. And if it's that my friend at this age, we don't have enough money, so we cannot buy anything we like. But when we go with my family member, they like I like to eat that wine. They can buy for me for no reason.
Where do you like to go when you hang out with your friends?
So when I hang out with my friend, I would like to go to some coffee shop or some bookstore. I think it's really good and it can make we closer. Make us.
Do you like to go out with a big group or just few friends?
I think I prefer go out with a few friends because it's more convenient. Because when we go to some big group, it's really noisy and I don't like that too much.
Is it important to be patient? Why?
Yes, I think it's really necessary to be patient because sometimes in some situation in our daily life it's really useful to be patient.
Is it easy to be patient? Why?
I think it's not really easy to be patient because some people is cannot to be patient in some important situation. And if we want to be patient in the future, we must to practice a lot.
How can people be patient?
So I think if they want to be patient, they must to know about themselves, then they must practice every day.
When do people need to be patient?
So I think they need to be patient when they're doing something is really important, like doing exam, because if they are impatient, it can help them. It can make them have a loose score.
What do you do when waiting for the bus or something else?
Um, when I'm waiting for something like the bus, I usually doing homework at the bus stop, or sometimes I will playing with my phone when I'm waiting for a bus.
Are people now less patient than people in the past? Why?
Um, I don't know too much because some people now is not really patient, but some yes, they are really patient. But now I think the young people is not really patient. I think
Con đếm cho
the
bác từ 1 đến
old
150 đi
people
nào.
in yeah.
Từ 1 đến 150. Linh cứ nói Linh. Linh cứ nói
I
bình thường
think
đi nhé.
vâng.
Linh cứ nói bình thường, đừng thấy bác nói mà lại phải nhìn bác. Kệ bác không?
Yeah. And the old one is really they are really patient because they live for a long time.
Do you like rain?
Yes, I really like rain. When I was a kid, when the weather is rain, I usually tell my mother that I want to go out. So my mom say yeah, and I usually play into the rain.
What do you usually do when it rains?
So when it's rain, I usually, when I was a kid, when it's rained, I usually play into the rain. But now I don't like rain too much. But sometimes rain is really cool. It can make me feel comfortable. And sometimes listening to the rain falling onto the ground, it can make me relax.
What do you think is worse, too much rain or not enough rain?
I think both is really necessary because it's not rain enough. We can not have enough water to watering some plants or drink water. And if it's rain a lot, it can make the plant die. It can be really harmful for some plants or some flower.
How do people feel about rain where you live?
So I think I don't know too much because each person can feel difference of it.
Do you like to walk?
Yes, I really love to walk. It because when we walk, it's like doing exercise and it can protect our health.
Do you like to walk on your own or with others?
So I prefer walk with another because when we walk together we can talk together too. If we because I really like to talk together, so I prefer walk with someone than walk alone.
Would you say that your city is a good place for walking?
I think is my city is the good place to walk every day because now in my city there is a lot of park here and we can walk around the park is really convenient.
Hôm nay con trả lời tốt hơn hẳn hôm qua.